Alright, I figured I'd do another YouTube video since my other ones were so popular. They almost have double-digit views. So I'm gonna make another one. This is gonna be a little bit of my Funko Pop collection. It's going smooth already. Let's start with Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna name all the characters. I do have Renly, Jock, and Agar, some of the rare ones. Basically, what I did for Game of Thrones is I got one of each character. There's multiples of it. There's multiple Jon Snows, multiple Daenerys. But I wanted at least one of each character. So it's a decent amount of just Game of Thrones pops. Like if all I collected was Game of Thrones, I would still have like 50 pops. I really like that Hodor one in the back. The Giants are cool. So the rest, I kind of tried to do in like categories. There we see a little shop of horrors. Steve Martin, Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. That's like the OG Sheldon. Used to be worth money. Might have went down in money value because of the new one. We have Arrested Development. Silicon Valley. And here we go. Josh Baskin from Big. Big's one of my favorite comedies. Austin Powers. The Wayne's World, which I think is really cool. If they did it with Wayne's World, they did have the Chicago Blackhawk jersey, so it's pretty cool they were able to do that. Married with Children. There's a Target exclusive Al Bundy in the Polk High jersey. And of course, regular Al. Wayne Garth in their normal attire. Next to Bill and Ted. This is Steve Sisu, Life Aquatic. Teen Wolf. This is one of my favorite pops. It's freaking so cool. And the Big Lebowski. I'm really glad I have these as well because they're pretty valuable now, and I would want them. I don't think I would ever be able to, get them. Like, just doesn't seem worth it. I try not to spend too much money on my pops. I've done it a few times. The Strain. One of my rules of collecting pops is I try to get either things I love or things they don't really have any other figure. Like I like the Strain. I don't love the Strain, but there's no other Strain merchandise out there. So that was my excuse for getting the Strain stuff. And sometimes I'll just get things I like a lot. Like I really love Jake Roberts. I thought the Bret Hart pop was good. I think this is one of my only wrestling ones. The Blue Monster from Space Jam, and Bruce the Shark from Jaws. Because why not? My girlfriend incorporated her pops into mine. Like not all of them are here, but some of them are hers. We're gonna get to that soon. Here we go. Judge Dredd, Bernie Sanders. That's Bernie. Forrest Gump, Yondu and Baby Groot, Bob Ross. These are technically my girlfriend. Some of these. Stranger Things. The monster from Stranger Things. I had to get that. It's disgusting and hideous, and that's just what I like. All right, here's Twin Peaks. I recently watched Twin Peaks a couple years ago. Never watched it originally. These were my girlfriends. So you decided to put them in with my collection. And there's Twisty from American Horror Story. Sour Patch Kids. Here are my Simpsons ones. And here we go with my video game row. Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal. That's the werewolf from like Altered Beast. I don't play Call of Duty. That monkey's from Call of Duty. I just like clapping monkeys. That's why I have that. And I pointed out that was the werewolf from Altered Beast only because he looks pretty similar to the werewolf or the Wolfman from Rampage. These are the Rampage guys. That's George, Lizzie, and Ralph. Blanca, my favorite Street Fighter character. Along with Ryu and Ken, and that's my girlfriend's Sagittarius. And here's the Willy Wonka shelf. And of course, the highlight being Violet the Blueberry. And here we got more American Horror Story, Ma Petite. Here we go. The Smurfs. My girlfriend. These are my girlfriends. This whole top shelf is my girlfriend's, actually. The Care Bears, Gem. Though I like all these things, too. They're all from my day, the 80s. The best decade of all time. These are some boxed ones. I don't have many in the box, but these are all in the box for certain reasons. Gage and Church. I bought 2 of those because I liked it so much. The Chupacabra, we have 2 of those, so I just kept him in the box. Here's my signed Zack Ryder Funko Pop. Not opening for obvious reasons. The gold Lemmy Pop. Tobias, the blue Tobias. The lighting here is just fucking terrible, but trust me, that's what that is. And Jareth, the Goblin King. We have 2 of those as well. More of my girlfriend's things. These are the Grinch. Many Grinches. Garfield and Odie, which are, I guess, technically mine. Buzz Off from He-Man. He's my only Masters of the Universe pop. I have like a nostalgic for that character, Buzz Off. I have a very good memory about being 5 years old and my mom running into service merchandise with me. And that was like the only figure on the shelf. And I just, for some reason, that's a memory that stuck with me. And I still have that figure to this day. So I had to get Buzz Off to commemorate that memory. Gucci Tama, Pusheen. Here's Rainbow Bright. There's Gargamel. Pee Wee Herman, Terry, and Cherry. They come together. I love the pops that come off a Little Buddy. And here's some cartoons. Ren and Stimpy, Leatherhead from Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman from Ninja Turtles, and Daria from Daria, or really Beavis and Butthead. Alright, I'm going to have to get up now to show you the rest. Kind of have to reposition. Kind of spoilers. Oh, I know all that other stuff. Start from the top. This is my Star Wars kind of big things shelf. Howard the Duck from a game I never played. If you know me, you know I love Howard the Duck. Treebeard, you really can't see him that well. There you go. The Zoltar machine, such a cool pop. Who would have thought there'd be a Zoltar figure? The Rancor, a Balrog, and King Kong all hanging out here. Ludo, Goro, 2 awesome pops. And here's some Star Wars ones. I don't collect Star Wars, but these are the only ones I have. Most of them were gifts, other than Jabba the Hutt, the big Jabba the Hutt. I collect Jabba the Hutt stuff. Lord of the Rings, there's the Clear Gollum, Lurtz, Grishnak, Saruman, Gandalf, Boromir, because I love Sean Bean. This is the King of the Dead. This might be one of the coolest Funko Pops of all time. And more gifts. They were Bib Fortuna, I believe. No, he was a single package for you. I think I got him on clearance. Salacious Crumb obviously came with Jabba, and Max Rebo was a gift. But who doesn't love Max Rebo? He's like a weird alien elephant thing. Okay, the horror shelf. It's Jack Torrance and the Grady twins. Shining, pretty much. Mike Myers, David from the Lost Boys, and the Chuckies. Both versions of Pennywise. Leatherface, Carrie, guess my girlfriend's name is Carrie. Beetlejuice, and in his wedding attire, his bride, Lydia. Gremlins, obviously. That is Roy, not Jason. It's Roy as Jason. Here's my loose Gage with Church. Again, I never thought in a million years that I would have a Gage figure. The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. Slim the Killer Clown. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the Killer Clowns. Pretty Woman Leatherface and Freddy Jason. The very rare Captain Spaulding. Frozen Jack. And Hannibal Lecter after he's had a little bit of lunch. Okay, here's one of my favorite collections. It's the music. Joey Ramone, The Police, Jimi Hendrix, Rob Zombie, Billy Idol. For the music guys, I pretty much just got guys I like or have a very distinct look to them. I don't get every single music one, obviously, but Elton John, Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson, and that is a real Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal, one of my more valuable pops. Angus, Weird Al, Prince, Motley Crue, Lemmy himself, Guns N' Roses, Axl Slash, Duff, Kiss, very cool pops. And here we go. This might be top 5 for me. Eddie with the little devil friend from Number of the Beast. This might be my all-time favorite Funko Pop collection. It's the ad icons. I don't know, something about them I just love. Charlie, Nanoid. There's a lot of bears here. I see Icy Bear, Smokey the Bear, Sugar Bear. That's Captain Crunch in the back, along with the Crunchberry Beast. Pillsbury Doughboy. I believe this Tonio Tiger is a bootleg, unfortunately. And most of these kind of speak for themselves. But we're approaching kind of, and the Kool-Aid Man, unbelievable. The kind of the thing that started, that spawned this whole thing. The monster cereal dudes. These guys made me start getting the ad icons. I started with them and it just kind of spawned off. Okay, this is like a sci-fi miscellaneous type shelf. Jeez, that's Kawhi Leonard in the back. Mad Max Fury Road. Blofeld. Dark Crystal, which I haven't even seen. That's the show. That's from the movie Bright with Will Smith on Netflix. One of the Ants of Independence Day. All the Bond stuff. I was disappointed that Jaws wasn't a little bigger. There's Mad Max himself, Baron Samedi, and more Mad Max guys. Planet of the Apes. I got the orangutans. I got Dr. Zaius and Maurice. Futurama. Here's a really cool one. The exposed alien from Independence Day. John Wick and his dog. How can I not have that? Dennis Nedry and Ian Malcolm. Jurassic Park. Men in Black. I mostly got the Men in Black guys because they come with little friends. Here's Jareth. Sprocket from Fraggle Rock. Sarah and the Worm. There's a little random orangutan. And Jim Henson. I do want Hoggle, so if you have a Hoggle, let me know. Okay. Christmas Vacation 2-pack. Here's something really cool. One of my favorite bands of all time. Rush 3-pack. And this was the Fan Expo exclusive. The only difference is the sticker, but sometimes when it comes to Funko Pops, the sticker goes a long way. Jeffrey, the Toys R Us exclusive. I couldn't bring myself to open him. He got that Toys R Us logo. I don't know. Toys R Us is gone. Is it coming back? I don't know, but it still holds a special place in my heart. So I had to keep them sealed. Child's Play 2 Chucky. Another Chucky pop. Why not? Black Phillip, Audrey 2, Krampus. This is a miscellaneous shelf, obviously. Ratfink. I always loved the design of Ratfink. Howard the Duck from Guardians of the Galaxy. I wish they would make a movie, Howard the Duck. Here's Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi from Billy Madison. I forgot the character's name, but who really cares? Steve Irwin. And we're rounding it out here. Merle from Walking Dead. I think that's my only Walking Dead pop. Swamp Thing. I love Swamp Thing. I used to love watching the show back in the early 90s. Doc Brown. Here is Peter Venkman. Only Ghostbuster pop. Millhouse, because I'm pretty much Millhouse, so I had to get Millhouse. Here is some cryptozoology Funkos. The Chupacabra and Sasquatch. And last, but certainly not least, Kang and Kudos. Aren't they cool? If you love The Simpsons and you don't really collect Funko Pops, you gotta get Kang and Kudos. They're just so cool. And they supposedly glow in the dark. I haven't really tested it. I'm never really in here in the dark. But yeah, that's my Funko Pop collection. If anyone wants to see any of my other collections, write in the comment if you know what I have. If you enjoy these videos, let me know. I'm sure all 5 of you will really love it. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Here's sexy Jeff Goldblum. Say goodbye to you.